Can I teach geometry for beginners at home? Have you ever wondered if teaching geometry to beginners at home is possible? The answer is a resounding yes. You can make geometry fun and accessible by breaking it down into simple concepts. Start with the basics, like points, lines, and shapes, and gradually introduce more complex topics such as angles, triangles, circles, and polygons. Begin your lessons by explaining what a point is. A point is a precise location in space. Next, introduce a line, which extends infinitely in both directions. A line segment is a part of a line that has two endpoints, while a ray has one endpoint and extends infinitely in one direction. Using simple gestures or everyday objects can help visualize these ideas. Once your learners grasp these foundational concepts, move on to angles. Define angles as the space between two intersecting lines or rays. Teach them about the different types of angles. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees, a right angle is exactly 90 degrees, and an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. You can use your arms or paper models to illustrate these differences, making it easier for beginners to understand. Fun activities like angles charades, where participants representing angles with their arms, can reinforce this learning. Next, introduce shapes, starting with polygons. Explain that polygons are classified by the number of sides. For example, triangles can be categorized by side length. An equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides, an isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides, and a scalene triangle has no equal sides. You can use cut shapes or building blocks to let learners explore these classifications hands-on. When it comes to circles, explain key terms like radius, diameter, circumference, and area. The radius is the distance from the center to the edge, while the diameter is twice the radius. The circumference is the distance around the circle, and the area is the space inside. Simple experiments, like measuring round objects or using string to find the circumference, can make these concepts more tangible. Throughout your teaching, keep learners engaged with interactive games and visual aids. For instance, playing Geometry, Simon Says, encourages movement while learning vocabulary. Using manipulatives like pattern blocks or construction paper can help learners build and identify shapes. Technology can also play a role, with apps and online games designed for geometry practice. To solidify concepts, incorporate practical applications. Encourage learners to measure angles and shapes in their home environment, draw and classify shapes, or calculate the areas of simple objects. This approach makes geometry relatable and shows its usefulness beyond the classroom. By structuring your lessons from simple to complex and using varied, hands-on methods, teaching geometry at home can be a fun and rewarding experience for beginners. So, gather your materials and get started on this exciting journey into the world of geometry.